Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's version of The Talent Show. I'm Cameron,
And I'm Robert.
and together we're Automotive Talent. Weekly, we like to bring you updates in all things automotive dealership staff solutions. Another busy week, mate, and this year is flying on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing to think that, mate, we're at the end of March already. It's
Yeah,
that's a little bit out of control in my
yeah.
world at the moment. I don't know about you.
The Easter Bunny will be here very soon, mate, and it's all going to be a blur from there. I reckon. Footy's back. Everything's happening. So,
Yeah, Formula One this weekend as well.
yeah, never a dull moment.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right, I think it's your turn to kick us off this week, mate. Have a
Yep,
have a go.
fantastic, mate. Starting in Brisbane this week. Mate, got a couple of new roles this week actually. Looking for a dedicated fleet salesperson. Definitely needs to be experienced. Mate, dealing with three top 10 brands. So the volume and the ability to sell into small right the way through to large FMOs is huge. So it's a fantastic opportunity. It's in a company that all you can do is really grow within. Um, so the real chance to move up and in this particular dealer group is very real, very real. The positions really become available just due to the fact that the brands are continuing to grow. So obviously, while that happens, they're looking at going forward, probably having a dedicated section just for fleet. So it's going to be a very exciting opportunity.
Good,
Very exciting.
good.
The other two I wanted to talk about are actually in more coastal Queensland areas.
Hmm.
Two fairly senior roles. One, I'm looking for a dealership accountant. The role has actually become available through a person going on maternity leave, and they loved it so much they've decided that that's what they want to do.
Mm.
So, the position, while challenging, is going through some change as well at the moment. There's some fairly serious leadership change in that business through an acquisition, which is fairly exciting. The people that are taken over are part of a much larger family group too, which is awesome. It's going to see a big change in that dealership and also in the area, I think, as well.
Mm.
The type of people that work within businesses like that tend to change as well, just because of the type of the type of experience that gets brought in with that
Mm.
sort of thing. So, and the other one is I'm actually looking for a general sales manager. A fairly unique opportunity actually. It is regional. However, the numbers don't read like regional numbers in relation to sales. So they've got five major brands and an additional four brands on top of that. So there's probably five top 10 brands with four supporting brands,
Hmm.
uh, large used car lots. And they're after a general sales manager to help support the middle management, of which there's five managers underneath there. So
Yeah, right.
needs to be someone with some fairly serious experience in managing managers.
Mm.
It's certainly that type of role.
Yeah.
I see it being fairly difficult for someone to step up from a sales manager role into that part.
Yes.
But certainly, if you're looking at taking a bit of a sea change, and if you're at a GM sort of level and you wanted to have a sea change and a bit of a step back, it's probably a fairly good opportunity.
Good part of the world too, to relocate to if it's the role I'm thinking about. And look, anyone in that Sydney or Melbourne market that they want to get out and find a bit of a change of pace, that's an ideal role for you as well, obviously. Um,
Absolutely. Look, the remuneration side of things is very Brisbane-like, for
mm.
that role, which is, it's basically not really heard of,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
regional type areas. So
Yeah. And obviously, being the area it is, we can say the dollar goes further there too. So.
definitely,
Mm.
yeah, definitely, mate. And that's me for this week. Over to you, mate.
Good, good. All right, I'd like to talk about three roles myself as well. And very quickly, we'll go to the Gold Coast first and foremost. I'm looking for an assistant sales manager in a volume new car business. Ideally, the candidate would be a senior salesperson looking to take that step, like wanting to progress to management, is a bit hungry, and on their way up, or someone who was currently in that sort of role and maybe not feel as appreciated as they should, so to speak. So yeah, a volume department, a volume brand like this particular business does. around that sort of 80 cars a month out of the business. So you will be involved. You will be that spiritual leader of the guys and girls. So yeah, as I said, ideally someone who is a senior consultant looking to step up, or someone who's currently in an assistant sales manager role and wanting a change of scenery. Going to Sydney now, looking at 2 new roles for the week. We're looking for volume dealership orientated technicians, first and foremost. Volume Japanese product. And look, if you're in and around and can get to that Hills district, that's the vicinity we're talking about here. So yeah, some dealership trained technicians that have good amount of experience under their belt. Look, they're willing to pay overs for the right person from a pay rate point of view. So if you're a technician or know of, reach out and make contact with us and let us know you exist, and we'll have a chat. And the last role is a sales manager's role in Sydney also. So new cars, volume orientated, Japanese sort of brands. We're looking for a sales manager there as part of an expansion, new acquisition business. So yeah, if you're a sales manager in that Sydney area, once again in that sort of Parramatta Hills district, make contact with us and get in touch, and we'll explain more about the role. These roles will be put also on our website, so feel free to apply and we'll make contact with you.
And I know, mate, we spoke about that yesterday. There's some solid opportunity there. The new dealer principal that's currently sitting in the chair at the moment, mate, very well known to us. So it's a business that is really starting to go places down there.
Can't get much bigger than these guys. Can't get much bigger. All right, favorite time of the week, mate, and it's your turn. So we've built this up a little bit. So over to you,
mate. Short and sweet this week. Obviously, with we've had a bit more content this week. But what starts with an E and ends in an E, but only has one letter in it?
E.
An envelope.
Envelope. Well done. Well done. All right. That's it. That'll do us. That'll do us. All right, my man. We'll call it for this week, and look forward to catching up with you all same time next week. Bye for now.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.